Hello and welcome back to Shop with Imo. Yet again, of course it's a shopping day because that's what this channel's all about. It's about going shopping. It's Monday today. I just need a few bits. My other half, I'm in Lisbon still in Portugal. My other half had to go back for work to the UK, but he's on his way back. He's literally flying in the air now. So I'd like to just make sure the apartment is nicely well stocked for his return. And also I want to cook some dinner later. So I just need to make sure I've got all the ingredients for that. I was trying to weigh up whether to go to Mini Preço or Auchan. And I've decided on Auchan. And also any prices that I mention on screen, I will write sterling as well. I'll do the conversion as it is when I edit. So it will change over time. So just be warned, but it'll give you a rough idea of what the equivalent price is in the UK. Oh, look at that. You can get cinnamon and herbs and things by weight in the weigh and value. Dried mushrooms there. It's a huge bag of oregano by there. I'm going to grab a green pepper. I don't need a lot in the way of veg today because I've still got some stuff. I'll tell you the price when... Oh, I've got to weigh it. All right. Okay, hang on. Doing weighing. There we are. So that's 87 cents for that. I've just been weighing oranges for the thing. Now, see where it says that number there, that's the number you have to type in or look for, not type in, look for when you do the weighing. I'm just going to grab some of these green beans anyway. I'm going to have a couple of these tomatoes as well. Those are $2.40 a kilo. Oh, I didn't notice the thing. Hang on, just a second. 2040. When there's like different varieties, it's worth making a note of the number. Legumes, that means vegetables. So we want the tomatoes. That's the next page. Next page again, right. It's 240, wasn't it? So that one. Is that there? Oops. Oh, chaos when you're trying not to be noticed. It's falling in my shopping bag now. They'll probably think I'm shoplifting. Vegetables. I think this should be quite obvious. Green beans. There we are. Lovely. 81 cents. There's some really cheesy music playing right now in this shop. I'm just having a quick look at the ready meals. I'm probably not going to get any. They're quite expensive, really. I wonder if that's vegetarian, that one. It's like leek, a brash. Now brash is these, like, they're like crisps but little sticks. So bacalhau a brash is the dried salted codfish meal, but made with those sticks amongst other things, including egg as well. It's $4.50 for one of those, so I think that's quite a lot. That's $4.70 for that rice dish there. Bacalhau com natas, that's $3.19. I'm going to leave those for now. Need to grab some ground coffee. I don't really know what I'm going for. Those beans. Yeah, those are beans. Let's go for this. $2.64. I'd like some sliced cheese. I think that is that goat cabra. I think that is. I better not get that. My other half will not be impressed. I'm going to go for the gouda. That is €1.29 for that. I've seen quite a bit of lactose-free milk around and about. $1.14 for that. I'm going to go for the semi-skimmed, which is 94 cents. You know those crisps I was telling you about that are sticks? That's these ones, the Palia. And you can literally make meals out of them, but I think you have to put them in quite at the last minute and then eat it straight away because I think they go soggy otherwise. That's my opinion, but do let me know in the comments if you know otherwise. Those are $1.15 for a bag that size. That's 200 grams. I wanted spinach, but there doesn't seem to be any. I don't know if they've sold out for the day or what. I'm going to grab some more juice because we're almost out. They've got big things of iced tea. Look, that's mango flavour for €1.09 there. I quite fancy that, but I don't want to carry it home. Oh, that's juice. I'm having trouble just finding plain juice. I keep getting nectar. Well, not getting it, but, you know, coming across it, and it's got sugar added, you see. I don't really want that. I just want straight juice. So that's nectar, 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 nectar. So if you just want juice, you have to look for it. Well, that's $1.55, and that's just juice. It looks like squash, doesn't it, to us? Because that looks like a squash bottle. But this is just juice, so not squash. Seems quite a lot, $1.55 for orange juice. That's $1.69, that's just juice as well. Those are dearer though. That's €2.09, it's probably nicer. I'm just going to get in this one. My juicy boy. I don't normally buy it, but I do want to get some beers in. I'm going to get 6 of these little mini Sagres. They're 65 cents each. Last one. To compare, there's another brand, Cristal. It's 50 cents. Oh, we should try it. Oh, let's just get another one and try it. Chuck it in. Got these two main brands really that are the most famous, Superboc and Sagres. They look like they're the same price, don't they? For a litre, 174. I've been kind of forgetting about frozen stuff really. It doesn't occur to me to buy any. They got frozen like seafood sticks there, 135. That looks like quite a big packet as well actually. That's pretty good value, I think. 5.25 for those prawns there. Look at that great big one there, 11.95 for those. Those cockles look like cockles. Goodness gracious me. We've got some veggies here. Broccoli. Is that spinach? That's frozen spinach. Yeah, go on, I'm going to try the frozen spinach. I want to make a curry because he loves halloumi curry, and I managed to get him halloumi the other day in Pingo-Dos. Anyway, let's get that. That's not bad value. Look, that's only 69 cents. There's some frozen peas there, 95 cents for 400 grams. That different brand, that's bio-organic. Look, that's €2.09. That's for 300 grams. We've got broad beans, frozen broad beans. I quite often have them in my freezer. It's a bit of a staple of mine. For 400 grams, that's €2.09. Brussels sprouts, look, 69 cents for 400 grams. Broccoli, 400 grams, 80 cents. 4 chicken burgers there for $2.95. Not something I eat. 4 hamburgers for $5.45. Got a packet of 10 chicken nuggets, I think they are, yes, $5.25. That's also $5.25 for 10, but that's got cheese in it as well, I believe. This looks nice. Bacalhau and grelwish. I think there might be something like turnip tops or something. I'll check and say if it is or not on the screen. $7.15 for all those. It's probably very nice. I just found something gluten-free. $3.15 gluten-free pão de queijo. Oh, my boyfriend is trying to give up wheat. Not gluten, just wheat. But it's presumably going to be wheat-free. It is a bit dear, but that might be a nice surprise for him, I think. We could pop those in the oven, couldn't we? They're made with cassava flour, actually. Interesting. I'm back at the apartment. I made an impulse purchase for 85 cents. It's like Auchan's Shop Zone Coke Zero, really, basically. Planet Cola Zero. So I shall enjoy that once it's chilled. 147 for 2 oranges. That certainly seems like quite a lot to me. 87 cents for 1 green pepper. Now, given that I normally pay, what, less than 150 for 3, it does seem quite a lot. One more point of interest is I've noticed there's Braille on the sliced cheese. There's certainly not Braille on all the Auchan products. It's not on the Coke, for example, and it's not on anything else I bought, but it is on the cheese slices. At the very end of the video, I'm going to tell you how much all these separate shops cost and then the total, both in euros and sterling. Hello, it's now Thursday and it's supposed to be my extra shopping day, but guess what? I came on with an absolutely stinking cold yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit better, well, quite a lot better this afternoon. But I'm staying home and keeping my germs to myself, so I sent the other half off shopping with the shopping list. So he's going to be back shortly, so I'll lay it all out on the table and I'll show you what he's got and put the prices in euros and pounds as well. Pence, whatever it is. I want to give you a bit of feedback on some of the items. The spinach, the frozen spinach, was so good. I've made 2 meals with it and used it all up now. It wasn't like minced, it was like proper full leaves, all squished into these little sort of flatty briquette things. So it was really convenient to add it in. So I think one was in a curry and one was in a sort of bolognese thing that I made last night with the dried TVP mince. It was lovely, so I've put that on the list again. It was so good. Though that said, he's gone to Lidl this time, whereas I got it from Auchan. So good. If I lived here all the time, that would be on my regular weekly list. I tell you what, absolutely lush compared to the UK spinach, as far as I remember. Anyway, I haven't had it in years. The other feedback was the cheesy balls were really nice, and apparently they were still nice the next day because we cooked the whole lot up. And he saved a couple of them the next morning. He said they were still good. Because I know quite often with these bake-at-home things, if you don't eat them straight away, they go kind of hard and stale. But he said they were still good the next morning. So they were a hit. So we'll probably get them again if I go to Auchan again. I don't suppose he'll be able to get them from Lidl. Anything else? Oh, yeah. Now, I can tell which parts of the videos people are most interested in when I look at my data after a couple of days after they've been up. And there was a huge spike when I was showing the food on the table. But I think maybe people were trying to see what the book titles were, which is quite funny really, because they're not ours and I paid no attention whatsoever to what they were. Here's the thing, right, so IB's laptop was just too low for him, so he's propped it up onto books and he's using a plug-in keyboard. So he just grabbed the first things off the shelf, and that's what they are. But honestly, they're nothing to do with us whatsoever. I think they probably were read by people that were here before us, I think. Anyway, you seemed curious, so I'll just put that in randomly in a shopping vlog. Anyway, as soon as he gets back, I will show you what he got. Oh, my gallant shopping hero has returned, and he doesn't shop like me. You see, when I go shopping, I spend ages in there. I scrutinise all the prices. I read ingredients. I quite enjoy the experience of actually being in there. He's like, I want to get in, I want to get what I need, and I want to get out as soon as possible because I don't enjoy shopping. This is what he's like. And I think probably a lot of people can relate to that, but not me because I quite enjoy the experience. Anyway, this is everything he's got. He's got everything on the list and then some. So he's gone for the pureed spinach. This is the Lidl zone. We need to get that into the freezer. Now, he's been a real gem, and he's sat there and he's converted all the things for me. I've been calling out off the receipt what they are in euros, and then he's been giving me the sterling conversion. So for the spinach, that was €2.49 for that big box there. That's 800 grams, and so that converts down today to £2.13. So do remember that if you're watching any time in the future, it's going to be slightly different, okay? It's late February 2024 at the moment. Right, I'm always surprised at how much oranges cost, but then I don't buy them in the UK because sometimes they're a bit sour and I don't like to take the risk. I don't like playing orange roulette, but they're always nice here so far. So that was €1.16 for 2 of these oranges, and that works out at 99 pence, so just under 50 pence each per orange. We really like these. They're ready-made tortilla because they're just ready to eat. You keep them in the fridge, and if you get hungry and you've gone past hungry and you don't want to cook, you can just have a slice of this, and it's good for packed lunches as well. I like to put them in little bags or lunch boxes. So that was €2.69, which converts to £2.30, and that's just a plain onion and egg one, really. Chalky. The price is on the back. So this is like the little one. This is a 50% chocolate, so it's really dark chocolate there. So that was 65 cents, or in British 55 pence. Good value. I think that's really good value. Now, I said nuts. I just wrote nuts. I thought he would come back with 1 packet of nuts, but he's gone nuts for the nuts. Now, the walnuts I thought were the cheapest. So that was €1.99 in euros, but £1.70 in sterling, and I think that's cheaper than the UK, personally. I'd have just got those. See, what I'd have done is scrutinise them and just come out with those, which is what I did. Right, these, not too bad actually for the almonds. That was €2.15, £1.84. I think that's pretty reasonable, to be perfectly honest with you. These Brazil nuts were €2.99 or £2.56. It's getting dearer, isn't it? These cashew nuts, that's something I never buy because I don't really like them very much. Those were €2.69 or £2.30. So that's the nuts done. Right, moving on to the peppers. I quite often buy a 3-pack of peppers, and they're cheaper in the UK, in my opinion. So this was €2.35 for a pack of 3, and that was £2.01 in UK prices. Staying on the fresh produce, we're moving on to the broccoli. This great big lump here was 89 cents. Or 76p. We have got mangoes. We were shocked by the mango prices, but I remember there were 2 types of mangoes, and last time I think I bought the cheaper of the 2 varieties, but he just went grab and go, you know. So to his great surprise, they were €3.58 for 2 of them, and they're very, very soft and quite ripe, and I think they got a bit squashed in the back as well. So that worked out at £3.06, so £1.53 each for a mango. I think that's very expensive, actually. Staying on the fresh produce, €2.49. We have 2 courgettes. That was £2.13. B&IB, he just grabbed whatever he saw. He didn't notice that they are bio-organic ones, so that's the price of the bio-organic ones. Mushrooms, my favourite. If you watch this channel or not, you know I just get through so many mushrooms. So those were €1.55 or £1.33 for a packet this size. I'm going to do all the fresh produce, I think, before I move categories. So for 93 cents or 79p, you get a bunch of bananas like this. If you ask me, they look a bit past it. They're kind of green and squished. But anyway, we're having a lot of fruit salads while we're out here, and we're just eating bananas in the day, so we are getting through them pretty fast. These pink ladies, €2.27, so that's £1.94, nearly £2 for 4 of these apples. I think maybe they're imported, I don't know. Well, last time I went, I read apple prices and got the cheapest ones. Okay, where are we now then? Right, these are corn cakes. They're a lot denser and crunchier and thinner than the UK corn cakes, by the way. So those were 99 cents for a packet, and that works out at 85 pence. I'm a bit of a sucker for Coke Zero, basically. Oh, this is the full sugar version. Look, oh no. It was supposed to be diet. Okay, well, that was €1.35, and so that works as £1.15 for that. He got some port. Now, it wasn't on the list. So for a bottle of port like this, that was €6.79 or £5.81. cheese. Now, we do like our cheese. I don't know if we're going to need to go much, if at all, now. We've got such a big stash in here. I think this might be our last big shop that we do in Portugal, because we're here for one more week. Well, just slightly less than a week, actually, from now. So this queijo curado, so it's cured cheese, I suppose, and it's cortado, which means it's cut, it's sliced already. Do you see that? Ready sliced cheese. I've never seen it like that before. That's the Milbonner, isn't it? The Lidlsy one. So that was €2.78 in euros, or £2.38. I'm sure it's going to be very mature and stinky and delicious. Right, this is a lot cheaper. This was €1.85 or £1.58, and that's just sliced cheese. I don't know if it's mild, I'm guessing. It just says sandwich cheese, so who knows? It's 200 grams. More chocky, 73 cents or 62p for this lovely hazelnut chocolate. That's a 100 gram bar. Chocolate's a good price, isn't it? I think so. This one, this lovely looking cheese here, was a whopping €4.68, which comes to exactly £4 on the day of conversion that it is today. We have got butter. So that was €2.17 or £1.86. So he'll be keeping that in the fridge, and I'm using mine that I've been keeping out of the fridge because we've got a bit of a difference of opinion when it comes to what temperature your butter should be stored at. Anyway, we're nearly done. We've got 3 more items. So we got some sausages. This is something you never see in my basket, but you're seeing it in my boyfriend's basket. National fresh pork sausages. I know nothing about them really, except they contain pig. They were €2.99 or £2.56. These are frozen, and I need to hurry up so I can get them in the freezer. These are, I don't know what they are, something frozen and processed, I guess, from the freezer section. Don't know anything about it. Emmental, I don't know what to call them. They look like that, and they've got cheese and potato in them. What would you call that? Gratinadas. I don't know the English. So that would be €3.49 or £2.98. One more thing. For all these yogurts, we think this is a really good deal. All these natural yogurts here, it was €1.45 or £1.24. Oh my gosh, I look a state with the cold. Excuse all the, coldy look. Anyway, I've done a final tot-up. First of all, I'll tell you how much all the Lidl shopping cost. And then I'll tell you about the Auchan. And then I'll total it up and tell you what it was in euros and also sterling. So the Lidl shop came to €61.57, which is £52.66 with today's conversion. As of today, in sterling, £52.66. The Auchan one from earlier in the video, that was €19.55, which was, well, I've done the conversion today, but £16.72 for that. So the total for the whole week's worth of shopping for 2 people, 2 adults, was €81.12, which translates as £69.37. Thank you so much for watching. To watch more shopping vlogs from me, click here. I normally do UK ones, but because I'm in Portugal for a month, this month they're in Portugal. See you in the next one. Bye!